Good morning and welcome to New Hanover County Schools, the morning show. I'm Michaela Sears.
And I'm Dylan Grace. This is the week of April 13th through April 19th.
Today we cover the world as we have some fun geography segments and information.
One fun segment includes Geography 101, where our host has a fun quiz about our world. Today's topic will feature the 7 wonders, so prepare yourself.
We also have several other exciting features, including a career technical education highlight. This month we take a look at the computer engineering program and all it has to offer.
And in the Zoo Files, we will learn how the North Carolina Zoo at Asheboro is using a unique method to assist injured animals.
We have a packed show, but for now it's time to swing over to the news desk and our news anchor, Jada Ozigal. She is standing by with our first look at your school news headlines. Good morning, Jada.
Good morning, Michaela and Brooke, and welcome everyone to your school news here on the morning show. Topping the headlines this week, Middle School Battle of the Books competition is held, Pine Valley Elementary Scouts around the world, and Superintendent polls high schools on their concerns. I will have all those stories and more coming up later in the show.
Thanks, Jada. We get things going today with a staple here on the morning show with a segment we call This Week in History. Our Grand Master of Historical Knowledge has the headlines from past times in This Week in History, brought to you by Kidsville News.
Welcome to This Week in History. I'm your historical host, Samantha Klein, covering all the colorful and amazing events that have left their mark on history's timeline. This is the week of April 13th through April 19th. April 13th, 1997, Tiger Woods, whose father is African American and mother is Thai, becomes the first person of color to win the Masters at Augusta National Golf Club, which admitted its first black member in 1990. April 14th, 1865, John Wilkes Booth, an actor and Confederate sympathizer, fatally shoots President Abraham Lincoln at a play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. The attack came only 5 days after Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered his massive army, effectively ending the American Civil War. April 15, 1959, 4 months after leading a successful revolution in Cuba, Fidel Castro visits the United States. The visit was marked by tensions between Castro and the American government. April 16, 1943. Albert Hofmann, a Swiss chemist working in a pharmaceutical research laboratory, accidentally consumes LSD-25, a synthetic drug he had created in 1938 as part of his research. After taking the drug, Dr. Hofmann was disturbed by unusual sensations and hallucinations. April 17, 1864. Confederate forces attacked Plymouth, North Carolina, in an attempt to recapture ports lost to the Union 2 years before. The 4-day battle ended with the fall of Plymouth, but the Yankees kept the city bottled up with the flotilla on nearby Albemarle Sound. Finally, your weekend history tidbits. April 18, 2004, 16 mountaineering guides are killed by an avalanche on Mount Everest, the Earth's highest mountain. It was the single deadliest accident in the history of the Himalayan peak, which rises more than 29,000 feet above sea level and lies on the border between Nepal and China. April 19, 1897, John J. McDermott of New York won the first Boston Marathon. The Boston Marathon was the brainchild of Boston Athletic Association member and inaugural U.S. Olympic team manager John Graham. He was inspired by the marathon at the first modern Olympic Games in Athens in 1896. That's This Week in History, your ultimate source for those key moments in time. I'm Samantha Klein. Thanks for stopping by.
Let's see.
This Week in History is brought to you by Kidsville News, a fun and effective learning resource for children, teachers, and parents. It features school news, information, and local community events while promoting literacy and the development of good reading habits, character traits, and study skills in young children. And Kidsville News is always free. Copies are delivered every month to every elementary school in the New Hanover County school system.
And join us again next time for another journey through time as we explore the fun, fascinating, entertaining, and educational facts that make up This Week in History.
Now don't go away, we'll be right back.
Now it's time for This Week in Bad Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 132.
That's how many batters struck out 4 times in one game last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's how many kids witness bullying. 3 out of 4.
That's not a good stat.
No, it's not, but it can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. Visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
This is Lands and People, your passport to the world.
The Commonwealth of Australia is located in the southern hemisphere between the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Australia's capital is Canberra, and the country's 3 major languages are English, Aboriginal languages, and Chinese. Industries include mining, food processing, and steel production. Australia is also the only continent occupied solely by one nation.
This has been Lands and People, your passport to the world.
Welcome back to the morning show. I'm Michaela Sears.
And I'm Dylan Grace.
One fun segment that we developed here on the morning show is Geography 101. Today, host Gabriella Black shares some insightful information on our planet as well as tests your knowledge at home.
Here's Geography 101.
Welcome to this month's edition of Geography 101. I'm your host, Gabriella Black. Did you know that the science of geography is likely the oldest of all sciences? In fact, geography is often called the mother of all sciences. This morning, we are going to test your knowledge of geography and learn more about geography as well. Do you know the 7 wonders of the world? While you're thinking, the 7 wonders of the world has historically been a listing of 7 sites known to the ancient Greeks as the most notable places in their known world. Since then, may have developed lists. The only list that really stands out is the one developed by the American Society of Civil Engineers. And those 7 wonders are the Colossus of Rhodes, Great Pyramid of Giza, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Mausoleum at Helicarnassus, the Statue of Zeus at Olympia, and the Temple of Artemis. And just to expand your geography knowledge, there are also 7 natural worlds of the world. They are the Grand Canyon, the Great Barrier Reef, the Harbor Rio de Janeiro, Mount Everest, the Northern Lights, the Paracudan volcano, and Victoria Falls. That's your geography quiz for the month. So get out your map and locate these 14 wonders and continue to learn, to explore, and to enjoy the amazing field of geography.
That is such a great segment.
Yes, it is.
In fact, it is so good we are going to be returning to Gabriella for a bonus encore as she covers the rivers of the world.
Welcome to this month's edition of Geography 101. I'm your host, Gabriella Black. Geography is the oldest science on Earth, making it the mother of all sciences. It is the study of different people and places on our planet, and it helped lead to many different discoveries in all scientific fields. Today we are looking at different rivers of the world. Can you guess the 2 longest rivers on Earth? While you're thinking, rivers have always helped humans. They created the right conditions for farming and civilization to begin long ago. They provide almost all fresh water used by people, yet they hold only 1% of Earth's fresh water. Now have you guessed the 2 longest rivers on Earth? Here they are. The longest rivers in the world is the Nile Its basin covers the northeastern half of Africa. A fun fact about this river is that while most rivers flow from north or south to south, the Nile is the only river in the world that flows from south to north. This river allowed Egypt to develop as a country and played a huge part in the building of the pyramids, and it provides fertile soil to many countries. The Amazon River ranks in a very close second. This river's basin covers the northern part of South America and the winds through the rainforest there. Even if it isn't definitely the longest river, it is the widest at 10 miles in some places, and it also sets the record for the most water flowing down it at any given time. Its rainforest is home to hundreds of mammals and birds, thousands of fish, and tens of thousands of plants. That's your geography lesson for the month, so get out your map and locate these two important rivers. In fact, take the time to pinpoint in all rivers of the world. There are over 100 of them. I'm Gabrielle Black, and that's your geography quiz for the month of Geography 101.
Thank you, Gabriella.
We have more geography fun coming up later in the show.
For now, it's time to send it over to the news desk for more Your School News with Jada Ozigal. Good morning, Jada.
Good morning and welcome to Your School News on the Morning Show. I'm Jada Ozigal. Topping our newscast this week, New Hanover County Schools recently held its annual middle school Battle of the Books competition at Williston Middle School. It was a close battle among the 8 middle schools this year. With a complete report on the event is YSN reporter Dylan Grace.
28 plots, hundreds of characters, numerous settings, and countless details to remember. That was the challenge that faced this year's Battle of the Book competitors. The purpose of the Battle of the Books program is to encourage reading by all students at the middle school level. Students, regardless of ability, are exposed to quality literature representing a variety of literary styles and viewpoints by prominent authors in the area of young adult literature.
I read the books over and over and over, and at our school, our librarian gives us the list as soon as she can. So I started last year reading them and read them over the summer. And we also do mock Battle of the Books tournaments. So we will go up and Miss Coley, our librarian, will ask us questions and we'll have to answer them. So that definitely helps.
The Battle of the Books competition is similar in style to the TV series Family Feud. Every question asked in a battle is answered by the title and author of the book. The game format helps to create interest and excitement in reading. Through the fun and excitement of the competition, students improve reading skills, mature in their choices of reading materials, and acquire a broader knowledge base.
We kind of had figured out which teams we needed to worry about, so we weren't as worried about that. But it's kind of difficult just to calm my nerves because I get nervous extremely easily.
I think I got better than last year. Like, I learned how to do it. Like, last year I was kind of overwhelmed with all the books, but this year I figured out how to spread it apart. And I think I practiced more than last year. Last year I didn't get to go up much. This year I'm going up like every time.
Books included in this year's battle included Home of the Brave, The House of Scorpion, The Red Pyramid, and Chasing Lincoln's Killer. In the past, scores were tallied by hand, but thanks to an industrious parent, once again this year's battle featured electronic scoring. This year's Battle of the Books competition was coordinated by Roberta Troy, media specialist at Murray Middle School, and Gretchen Nash, media specialist at Noble Middle School. Carrie Swift of Follett School Solutions and Kim Ratcliffe of WECT served as guest moderators for the tournament. This year's event was a close game right up until the very end, but ultimately Roland Grice emerged victorious with a final score of 141 points, making them the 2015 NHCS Middle School Battle of the Books District Champions. Roland Grice will now advance to the Regional Battle of the Books competition. Reporting for Your School News, this is Dylan Grace.
Williston Middle School has hosted a 2-week Artist in Residence program called the Clothesline Muse as part of a grant supported by New England Foundation for the Arts, the North Carolina Arts Council, and the UNCW Office of Cultural Arts. The Clothesline Muse is a unique theatrical experience including dance, percussive music, spoken word, interview text, video, and interactive art. Artists Nina Freelone and Maya Freelone came to the school and shared the significance of the clothesline in African American history. Over the course of the 2 weeks, the artists worked with 30 students, helping them create 3 art projects to help them express how they saw themselves and to take a closer look at who they were.
On my shirt, I have been just been creative around these 2 days. I have been writing about my childhood and about my present today, about what I like to do, and this has been a really fun experience to me. I have learned many things that I have not learned from Miss Maya and Miss Nina, and this has been fun to do.
The entire school participated in a final project in which each person designed a small segment of a quilt out of tissue paper. The individual sections were then combined together to make a giant piece of art. In addition to the 2-week residency, Nina and Maya also invited the students to a performance of the Clothesline Muse held at Keenan Hall. Overall, it was a fascinating time for the Williston students as they learned about art, history, and themselves. Pine Valley Elementary School participated in a 24-hour Skype-a-thon. The class began their marathon of 33 Skype sessions with students from 27 countries across the globe. We have a complete report from YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
It's the stuff of a science fiction novel, traveling around the world to Japan, Ireland, Greece, Los Angeles, and more in 24 hours. Pine Valley Elementary School students in Skype Master Teacher Beverly Ladd's 2nd grade class got a chance to do just that as they participated in a 24-hour Skype-a-thon beginning just before spring break. Starting at 6 a.m., Miss Ladd's class began their marathon of 33 Skype sessions with students from 27 countries across the globe.
We're going to Skype for 24 hours. We first got here at 5:45 and we have these really cool t-shirts. And so far we've Skyped Serbia and Macedonia. We've Skyped Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, I think. We've Skyped Kenya, the Czech Republic, Poland, Ireland, and we're about to Skype Ecuador.
Ms. Ladd's Skype-a-thon was the first like it in the New Hanover County, or for that matter, North Carolina. She worked diligently to pull it together because she strongly believes that Skype provides an authentic learning experience and gives students a chance to explore and learn from other students from the comfort of their own classroom.
One group was in the library, and that was kind of like their downtime when they were finishing up their blogs, finishing up their travel journals, working on finding information, comparing the 2 cities that we had talked about, working on the wiki stuff. And the 2 groups in here, one was actually helping a Skype to the classes that were in here during the day Skype. And the other class was working on adding up the miles, tweeting, blogging, travel journaling, stuff like that. So that as we were Skyping, they were adding things to their travel journal about the country they were Skyping and looking up information to put in their travel journal. And their travel journals were amazing. I was just in there looking at them. We needed to just take some pictures of them. They're awesome. They're like a collection of all that information that they've learned and they looked up. And if they wanted to know something else about that they didn't mention, they would go to an iPad and go look it up, or go to the blog and ask the class that we were Skyping on their blog. So it was really neat to see all those different pieces come together.
Each session provided students with the opportunity to talk with other students in other countries about their daily lives, what they do in their free time, what food they like, and what sports they follow. They talked with kids on another continent and learned about their country's climate, what they wear during the day, and how the weather impacts their lives.
It felt just exciting and just fun, and like it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then at their time they were about to leave school.
In Ireland, they have a lot of sheep, and their national color is green. And Africa had a national anthem song.
Pine Valley Skype-a-thon was an amazing event and accomplishment for Ms. Ladd and all the students involved. Through this incredible technology, Pine Valley students were able to talk with students in other countries and learn about the world around them without the expense of physically traveling. It is truly a wonderful educational experience these students will never forget. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
For all the latest on New Hanover County Schools, join us weekdays at 5:30 p.m. here on the Time Warner Cable Channel 5 and Charter Cable Channel 191. For Your School News, a complete half hour of all the latest news and information from New Hanover County Schools. Now back to our hosts.
Thanks, Jada. The mission of career technical education is to help empower students for effective participation in an international economy as world-class workers and citizens. They have a wide range of programs offered to both middle school and high school students. Today we take an in-depth look at one of those programs. We traveled to Hoggard High School and learn about the computer engineering program.
We teach computer engineering technology in this classroom. We have 2 levels. Level 1 deals mainly with hardware and a lot of theory and quite a bit of hands-on applications. And then in level 2, we deal more with software, mainly Windows 7 and Windows 8, some Windows Server processes, and also Linux distribution of Ubuntu. CET1, the only prerequisite is to be at least in the 10th grade. I highly recommend that you've completed Algebra 1 because we do use a lot of math in the class. And also Biology 1 is going to be helpful because there's quite a bit of critical thinking skills that are involved in the classroom. Once you get through level 1, you can move on to level 2, where even more critical thinking skills are used, especially problem solving. And also this will prep you, level 1 and level 2 will prep you for taking the Cisco Academy networking classes. In level 1 we use a QTL website, and it has all the information there as you go through about 32 sections with small quizzes after each section to make sure the students comprehend the material. You start out basically mastering safety because you're dealing with electricity and dangerous, sometimes dangerous chemicals or equipment, and then you move on to how all the parts of the computer work and then how they all talk to each other. Also through the process you have a class assignment where you have to build the computer from scratch, not actually, but you have to piece out and price each part to meet a customer's design for a gaming computer. That counts for 20% of your 9 weeks grade. After you've gone through that part, you'll start getting into some programs in level 1, but nothing like you'll get into level 2. When you get into level 2, it's mainly dealing with software. You should already have the base knowledge of how all the hardware works. So you start getting into software and how the software interacts with the hardware, with a big emphasis on Windows 7 and now Windows 8 that we have out. We have lab computers here we've set up and built, and we have operating systems on all of them, and it's completely unrestricted like our school computers are. There's nothing locked down. It's pretty much free reign. The only thing is we can't put these on the school network. In the level 2 class, they're given a project of they have to do a oral and a visual presentation on a technology subject that they choose. It's given in the second 9 weeks. They have approximately 5 to 6 weeks to work on this project. And a lot of times it's getting them prepped, especially for their senior project when they have to get up in front of people and talk. The guidelines are quite liberal. They just need to get up and talk about some technology-related subject that they choose and be able to answer questions afterwards. At times it's pretty interesting because they come up with some really great topics they talk about.
Well, I think one of my favorite things we did was at the beginning of the semester was when we actually built the computers that we now work with. I really enjoyed that because it was more hands-on. We actually got to work and actually go in and see everything come together, and then if it was messed up then we had to go back and fix it, but most of them turned out great. So I really enjoyed that because it was more of a hands-on thing. So.
CET1 and CET2 are also a great prep for students that would be interested in getting their A+ certification, an industry standard. A lot of the students that will take this course that are interested in computer technology will find it beneficial when they get into either computer repair and upgrade, if they just want to tweak their own system at home, if they decide to get involved in computer programming or computer engineering and design systems. These two classes are a very strong foundation for getting into those careers and higher education levels.
CET1 was really good because it kind of gives you a general grasp of everything and it helps you understand more of the internal work of it all. And then CET2 we had more hands-on. We built our own computers and then redid network cables, which it's a fun time to do. But it was in general, it's a lot of fun and it's enjoyable if you like the technology of it all.
If someone was interested in taking the class, I would tell them to go for it because it definitely helps you not only like with school, and it definitely gives you a better view on like the different amount of work that you can do for different classes, but it'll definitely help you at home whenever you use a computer because you learn things like if something breaks on your computer, you could probably figure out what happened and what you could do to fix it.
By the time I get to having the level 2 students like I have in here now, it's a very tight group of students that work together. A lot of free thinking goes on, a lot of expressing different ideas and stuff, and it's a much more conducive environment to learning and also finding out the applications that can be used in the real world and also the interactions of people.
Well, it doesn't have a lot of people, so it's easier to get focused. It's easier to kind of connect with everyone and make great friends and everything like that, as well as learning the information and everything. It's not hard, but it does require a lot more of you remembering, what is what, the acronyms and all kinds of things like that. It's just generally it's a lot of fun for anyone who loves technology or anything.
If a student's interested in this program, they can get more information either by going to the CTE teacher or the guidance counselors, and they would give them excellent recommendations if they're prepared to take this class. It's not an easy class, but you'll learn a lot.
If you would like to learn more about the computer engineering program or any of New Hanover County Schools' CTE programs, visit the website www.nhcs.net/workforce or call their office at 254-4241.
Now don't go away. This rip-roaring edition of the morning show will continue right after this break. But before we go, we have our trivia question of the day.
There are many countries with a large land area across the world. Looking at any map, it is easy to see Russia is by far the largest country. However, after that, it is a little hard to tell.
Today, our trivia question asks, in terms of land area, where does the United States rank in the world among the largest countries? A, 3rd, B, 5th, C, 8th, or D, 11th?
We'll have the answer when we return.
What state am I?
Over 80% of my state are covered by forest. The purple finch is my state bird. My nickname is the Granite State. Do you know who I am? If you've guessed New Hampshire, you're right. I received statehood in 1788.
This United States factoid has been brought to you by New Hanover County Schools on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
Welcome. I understand you need a little help with your mortgage. Want to avoid foreclosure. Smart move. Candy? Well, you're in luck. We're experts in this sort of thing. Mortgage, rigmarole, whatnot.
Really?
Absolutely. And we guarantee results, for a small fee, of course. Such are the benefits of having a professional on your side. Why don't we get a contract? Who wants a contract?
Here you go, Pete.
Thanks, Betty.
Write a toner.
Sign it. Come on, sign it. Families around the country every single day, saving homes.
We will talk it over with.
If you're facing foreclosure, make sure you're talking to the right people. Speak with HUD-approved housing counselors free of charge at 888-995-HOPE.
Welcome back to the morning show. I'm Michaela Sears.
And I'm Dylan Grace. Before the break, we asked our trivia question of the day, which focused on geography.
Our trivia question was, in terms of land area, where does the United States rank in the world among the largest countries? A, 3rd, B, 5th, C, 8th, or D, 11th? And the correct answer is A, 3rd. It is very close, but Canada comes in 2nd, the United States 3rd, followed closely by China in 4th, while Brazil claims the 5th spot.
The United States spans the North American continent from the Atlantic to the Pacific, covering a huge range of ecosystems and some of the world's most extreme geographic features.
The northernmost point in the 50 states is Point Barrow, Alaska. The southernmost is Ka'la'i, Hawaii. The westernmost is Cape Wrangell, Alaska. And the easternmost point is West Coed Head, Maine.
The geographic center of all 50 states is 20 miles north of Balfour, South Dakota, while the geographic center of the 48 contiguous states is 4 miles west of Lebanon, Kansas.
Finally, the lowest point of elevation is Badwater Basin in Death Valley, California, while the highest point in the United States and the Northern American continent is Mount McKinley, Alaska.
Shifting gears now, we have everyone's favorite segment from the North Carolina Zoo at Asheboro. The Zoo Files tells us all about the different animals, exhibits, and happenings at the zoo. The North Carolina Zoo has begun using a unique method of assisting injured animals' recovery, using recorded nature sounds. We get the details in today's installment of the Zoo Files with Rod Hackney.
This is the Valerie H. Schindler Wildlife Rehabilitation Center at the North Carolina Zoo. Opened in 2001, the center was a response to public requests for the zoo to treat injured and abandoned native wildlife. Since then, the rehab center has treated thousands of animal patients, and mostly with a volunteer staff. But recently, the center began a new method of helping recovering patients, using pre-recorded nature sounds, such as bird calls, frogs, and running water. Hallie Buckenoff, the center's manager, tells us more.
We started using nature recordings for our patients because we wanted to make sure that while they're in captive care, we're minimizing their stress. For our adult animals that are here, we imagine taken out of the wild, hurt or not feeling well, and now in the hands of humans has to be very scary and very stressful for them. So by providing them with natural sounds they would hear in the wild, that would offset the sounds of human voices. For the young animals that are being hand-reared in our care, only hearing human voices actually might impact their ability to survive in the wild. So we use a variety of recordings at the Wildlife Center. They vary from the songbird calls to sounds of rain and storms to sounds of wind. We also use crickets and a lot of the things that we hear in nature. The first thing that we do in the morning is we turn on our shuffle, and it's on shuffle until we leave at night.
While playing nature recordings for injured animals may seem a little unusual, it's just another example of the Rehab Center staff's dedication to providing the very best care for its patients. If you'd like to learn more about the Rehab Center, please visit our website at nczoo.org. I'm Rod Hackney reporting for the Zoo Files, connecting your life to wildlife.
The North Carolina Zoo near Asheboro is open year-round. For more information, call 1-800-488-0444 or visit the zoo website at www.nczoo.org.
That was another excellent edition of the Zoo Files. Thank you, Rod Hackney.
All right, it's time now for this week's lunch menu. This is the menu from Monday, April 13th through Monday, April 20th.
On Monday, April 13th, your school's cafeteria will be serving 3 entrees to choose from: oven-roasted chicken with rice and gravy, a beef taco with Spanish rice, or an American-style cheeseburger. Accompany your meal with barbecue pinto beans, a garden salad, or a tasty frozen fruit cup.
Then, on Tuesday, April 14th, choose between 3 fantastic entrees: Your cafeteria has a chicken parmesan sandwich, a grilled cheese sandwich, and French bread pizza. Also pick up vegetable soup, a garden salad, and fresh fruit on your way through the lunch line.
On Wednesday, April 15th, refuel your body and soul with a grilled chicken sandwich, delicious cheesy breadsticks, or orange chicken with rice. Also on the menu, you can have yummy macaroni salad, sweet potato puffs, a garden salad, and a diced pears.
On Thursday, April 16th, warm yourself at lunch with nachos grande, fish sticks, or popcorn chicken. And then on the side, you can enjoy black bean and corn salad, sweet potato waffle fries, a garden salad, and fresh fruit.
Then on Friday, April 17th, end the week on a high note with a pizza slice, a cheeseburger, or a deluxe chicken sandwich. Add the tasty sides of macaroni salad, French fries, a garden salad, and fresh fruit to your plate.
Finally, on Monday, April 20th, you won't want to miss out on lunch as your cafeteria will be serving an appetizing chicken filet sandwich, spaghetti with a breadstick, or corn puppies. In addition, don't miss out on the drool-inducing black-eyed peas, a garden salad, and diced peaches.
And there you have the lunch menu for the week.
Don't forget, you can also start your day off with a healthy and hearty breakfast at school.
It's time for our travel segment, Destinations. Each month we feature a different travel destination and highlight unique features on what to do and what to see.
Today we have a special edition of Destinations. Since this is our geography show, today we take you to the top 5 places worth visiting that you probably never heard of.
So take notes if you are planning your next vacation.
Welcome to Destinations, where we travel across the world, finding fascinating places to visit. Today we have a special edition featuring our top 5 choices. These precious spots are both off the grid and out of this world. Topping our list is Saint Saval, a quintessential 14th century village with a fortified tower, 4 winding streets, and only one place to stay in town. The hotel looks like any medieval building, but inside it has been transformed into a modern mix of French, British, and American cultures. The quiet town in the heart of Cognac country is the perfect little getaway. Lord Howe Island is the next on the list. It is a crescent-shaped island 2 hours away from Sydney, Australia. This 7-mile-long island features a long, white stretch of lagoon beach at its center and emerald green mountains at either end. Wherever you go, you aren't going to get lost because there's only one main street and 18 small-scale hotels. There are starfish in the tide pools and a lagoon full of wonderful sea life. Next, we have a place hidden deep in the Caucasus Mountains, Tusheti. This is a place you don't want to visit if you have a fear of heights. The village clings to dizzyingly steep slopes that are as picturesque as they are precarious. Be sure to go hiking and see the sheep, which graze in almost every nook and cranny, from the rolling grasslands up near the ridged peaks down to the glacial lakes below them. Verdano, in Italy's Piedmont region, is next on the list. This place is known for its food. During a visit there, you must eat at Castiglio di Verdano. Order the delicious white truffled pasta, which will be served to you in a red-walled dining room. This unique hotel and restaurant is in a crumbling 18th century castle with soaring ceilings. During your stay, tour the gardens and sip on the wine, which is fermented in the castle's cellars. South Africa's Wuppertal is a picturesque town surrounded by the Cederberg Mountains and is last on our list. Upon arrival, you will be greeted by farmers lugging their produce to market on donkey carts. Outside of town, you can climb through the mountains to find one of the many swimming holes. There, you can sunbathe on the water-worn rock in the shallows, play under a waterfall, then rest in the shade of cedar trees with the big blue sky above you. If you're looking for a unique place to get away from it all, then be sure to keep these 5 places in mind. Each one is sure to create unforgettable memories.
We hope you enjoyed these unique destinations. Planning a trip outside the normal tourist destinations could lead to a lot of fun experiences you'll never forget.
Now as we head to break, we have a little music for your morning.
Wedding March is one of the most frequently used wedding marches and is generally played on a church pipe organ.
Felix Mendoza wrote this piece in 1843 as a part of his music for a production of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, which had always been one of the composer's favorite plays.
The piece only became widely used in weddings after Queen Victoria's eldest daughter, Victoria, the Princess Royal, used it when she married the Crown Prince of Prussia on January 25th, 1858.
Here's this morning's great moment in music.
Will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket. And it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back to the morning show. I'm Michaela Sears. Our next segment is College Bound 411. College Bound 411 is dedicated to helping students achieve their dream of attending college. We provide practical and timely information for students so they can compete effectively for college admission. We also clue you in on the latest in scholarship information, so get out that pen and paper. Here's this month's edition of College Bound 411.
Welcome to this month's edition of College Bound 411. If you are planning to go to college, then you need to start learning about scholarships. To help you get started each month here in College Bound 411, we offer you a list of 3 scholarships which you may be able to apply for. To begin with, this month we feature the Robertson Scholarship Program. This award is available for graduating high school seniors who are planning to attend Duke University or the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. This program supplies students with full tuition, room and board, and laptops. Applicants must enroll full-time and be high-achieving and well-rounded students. For more information, you can visit the website www.robertsonscholars.org. Another scholarship available is the NC Safe Water Fund Scholarship. This NC American Water Works Association is a volunteer association dedicated to providing water and wastewater education, training, and service in an effort to protect public health and the environment. Scholarships are awarded to a student pursuing a degree in a curriculum that emphasizes the protection of public health by providing healthful drinking water and/or protecting the quality and integrity of the water environment at an institution of higher education located in North Carolina. To apply, students must have a GPA of higher than a 3.0, and the student must be a U.S. citizen. The scholarship is valued at $1,500. More scholarships are the Jagannathan Scholarships. The Jagannathan Scholarship Program is administered by the North Carolina State Education Assistance Authority. Applicants must be a graduating senior planning to enroll as a college freshman in a full-time degree program at one of the constituent institutions at the University of North Carolina, be a resident of North Carolina for tuition purposes, and have demonstrated academic achievement, leadership, and financial need. Applicants must take the College Board SAT and file the free application for federal student aid. And finally, our college-bound tip of the month. Stay motivated. With the school year coming to a close and your high school career coming to an end, it can be difficult to stay on track academically. Knowing that your grades count immensely in your college career can be very important. So with that, do not slack off. Instead, have motivation in your schoolwork. That's College Bound Forward 1 for this month. To help you plan, prepare, and pay for college, check out www.cfnc.org. College Foundation is a free service of the state of North Carolina that helps students plan, apply, and pay for college.
If you're college bound, be sure to communicate with counselors and potential colleges to confirm specific dates for application deadlines as well as course requirements.
It's time now for more Your School News on the Morning Show. Let's send it back over to our news anchor, Jada Ozigal.
Thank you, Michaela and Dylan, and welcome everyone to Your School News here on the Morning Show. The New Hanover County School Superintendent, Dr. Tim Markley, welcomed 30 high school students to his annual Superintendent's Student Advisory Breakfast. The participating students represented the district's 7 high schools and had an opportunity to meet the superintendent to discuss student issues of concern. With a report on the event is YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
The annual Superintendent's Student Advisory Breakfast was held once again this year in the Board of Education Center. 4 students from each of the district high schools was selected to represent their peers in Dr. Markley's efforts to better address the needs of the students of New Hanover County. During the breakfast, students talked about teacher effectiveness, classroom structures, parking, technology, and graduation project.
I think the meeting was very positive for students since, like he said, they only talk mostly to the principals, school boards, and our teachers. But when you get down and you can talk to the students and you can see the environment they're in, it gives you a great idea on what's happening in the school.
So, I mean, I definitely was able to express my opinion, and I think other people were able to do so as well.
This annual event, started by Dr. Markley 5 years ago, is designed to generate awareness and understanding of the overall operations of the school district, which students can then share with their school community. The Breakfast Roundtable also gives students a voice to express their personal perspectives on how the district is run and have an opportunity to offer suggestions on how the district can be improved. Students answered questions from the superintendent honestly and openly, discussing the hardest parts of school and even sharing stories of teachers who were disengaged, condescending, and unprepared to teach class. On hand for the gathering were a number of school board members who also inquired about various aspects of school life. Once again, the Student Roundtable was a huge success for everyone involved, and it gave students an opportunity to participate in the growth and development of the school system that is a part of shaping their future and the future of their peers. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
It was deathly quiet in the hallways of Ogden Elementary as an engaging competition was underway. It was Ogden Elementary's annual March chess tournament. Throughout the day, students faced each other over the checkerboard playing fields. Every so often, a hand moved and a king, queen, pawn, or knight advanced or retreated on the battlefield. Sometimes the silence is broken completely as the announcement comes, checkmate. The game is over, but the excitement to play is not. This winner will immediately strike up another match, and the process starts over. Ogden Elementary's annual March chess match has become a school tradition at the school. Some may underestimate the ability of elementary school students to grasp the technical nuances of chess, but the first graders pick up the game quickly. The benefits of playing chess are numerous: improved problem-solving skills, strategic thinking, confidence, work ethic, and creativity. Ogden's tournament is strictly recreational, and staff prefer to keep it that way. but they do want their students to be proud that they know how to play chess and to continue to play chess through their adult lives. Mrs. Diane Snow's kindergarten students at Coddington Elementary celebrated the anniversary of Dr. Seuss's birth with a special performance for the school. The class performed a play version of Dr. Seuss's picture book, The Sneetches. In this classic story, there's an important lesson in discrimination. Sneetches try to keep up with the in crowd. As the story unfolds, both the star-bellied Sneetches and the plain-bellied Sneetches learn that they are all just Sneetches underneath and learn to be friends with each other. For the play, the kindergartners dressed up in yellow Sneetch costumes. From the beak to the feather heads, the students were all in full costume. Mrs. Snow led the students through the play. As she read the story, they repeated it, acting out the scenes. They also broke out into song at key moments in the play. The play taught students the follies of discrimination and celebrated Dr. Seuss's birthday in a fun and creative way. That's all for now. To watch this week's edition of Your School News Online, visit the school system's website at www.nhcs.net and click on the NHCS TV logo on the homepage. Now back over to Michaela and Dylan.
Thanks, Jada. To close today's show with an exciting morning show game invented last year called Where in the World.
It sounds so exciting.
It is. However, we need a moment to prepare, so we're going to have to take a short break.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
The magical thing about using energy wisely is that anyone can do it. Use energy-saving light bulbs, Energy Smart Power Strips, and turn off computers and game systems when not in use. Get together and make a difference. Learn what you can do at energy.gov/tink.
Welcome back to the morning show. I'm Jada Ozaglo and I'm here with Michaela Sears and Dylan Grace. It's time for them to compete in our game, Where in the World. It's really quite a simple game. I will tell them the name of a country and they will have to point to it on our map here. I have 20 countries to find and we will rotate back and forth. If they point to the correct country, they will get a point. If they miss it, then the other player gets a chance to steal that point. We flipped a coin and Michaela, you get to go first. Okay, so Michaela, where is Mexico?
Right here.
Wow, that's correct. Okay, Dylan, where is Russia?
Big one right up here.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay, Michaela, where is Italy?
Right here.
It's the boots.
That's correct. Okay, Dylan, where is China?
China? The other big one over here.
That is correct. Okay, Michaela, where is India?
Right here.
That's correct. Okay, Dylan, where is Germany?
Oh man, it's there.
No, but it was kind of close.
Dang it.
Okay, Michaela, where is Argentina?
Right here.
That's correct. Okay, Dylan, where is New Zealand?
New Zealand is down over here.
Yes,
Really
that's
hope
correct. Okay, Michaela, where is Iceland?
Right here.
Yes, good job. Okay, Dylan, where is Madagascar?
Right here.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, Michaela, where is Egypt?
Oh.
Oh,
Right
I think I know this.
here?
Yes. Okay, Dylan, where is Cuba?
Cuba? Oh man, I forget which one it is. Is it that one?
Yes. Okay, Michaela, where is Iraq?
Right here?
You were close. It was the green one.
Which one? There's two green ones.
Oh, the light green one. Okay, Dylan, where is Peru?
And it's this dark green one.
Yes.
Yes, I'll try that.
Okay, Michaela, where is Mongolia?
Oh.
I wish I had this one.
Right here?
No, it was on top of China. Okay, Dylan, where is Sweden?
Oh, I wish I had Mongolia. Sweden is this red one right in the middle.
No,
nope, it's
the
way
red
up
one
there. It's the other red one.
Okay, Michaela, where is Ethiopia?
Apparently, Ethiopia's
Right here?
No.
I have the continent, right?
Yeah. Okay, Dylan, where is Chile?
Chile is this darker one right on the edges.
Yes. Okay, Michaela, where are the Philippines?
Right here?
Yes. Okay, last one. Dylan, where is Oman?
Oman is it is this one. No, that's not it. Dang. It's this kind of dark brown one.
No.
Dang it. They already put this thing up. I wasn't even paying attention.
All right, it's a tie, and our winner of Where in the World this year is both of them, because it's a tie. Congratulations.
Well, that does it for this edition of The Morning Show.
For the best TV of all, each and every day, keep it tuned right here for New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
Have a great day.
And a wonderful week.